everyone, if this is your first time watching my videos, my name is Norman and welcome to HighGround Ministries, where we have honest conversations about faith, life, God and the Bible. Today I want to talk to you about something really close to my heart, the role of women in His kingdom. Dear friends, most of the big miracles and stories in the Bible either is triggered by a woman or is involving women. Now let's take a look at a few. Let's take the story of Eve, the wife of Adam. The humanity began with her. God's plan is to fill the earth through the womb of a woman. Now God could have done it in many other ways, just like how He created Adam and Eve. But the subsequent generations were meant to be born through women. God has a special purpose for women, and they are so instrumental in the overall plan of God. Next, let's take a look at Sarah, the wife of Abraham and the mother of Isaac. Sarah is an example of faith and patience as she waited for God's promise of a son to be fulfilled, despite her old age. Isaac was born when Sarah was 90 years old. And then Rebekah, the wife of Isaac, listened to God and displayed courage and commitment in leaving the homeland to marry Isaac. Now, if you look at Rachel and Leah, the sisters who became wives of Jacob, we see how the 12 tribes of Israel came into existence. Without them, this wouldn't have been possible. Now, let me share something about Miriam, the sister of Moses. Miriam played a significant role in the Exodus story, leading the Israelites in worship after crossing the Red Sea, and later serving as a prophetess. She prophesied about Moses, and when we read the Bible, we know that she was the first to worship using a tambourine. Now, my dear friends, do you guys remember Deborah, the only female judge at that time? Deborah was a decisive figure in the defeat of Canaanites. This is a victory told in two accounts. In the book of Judges chapter 4, and there's also a poem written in Judges chapter 5. It's called the Song of Deborah. We also see Ruth, a Moabite woman who demonstrated unwavering loyalty and devotion to her mother-in-law, Naomi. Ruth's story showcases the power of love, faithfulness, and redemption. Now, how about Esther? I'm sure you guys have heard about Esther. Esther was chosen by God to be the queen of Persia. Esther showed courage and bravery in risking her own life to save her people from destruction, ultimately fulfilling God's purpose for her life. Now, coming to one of the most respected and revered, the mother of Jesus, Mary. Mother Mary was chosen by God to bear His Son, Jesus Christ. Now, let me say that again. Mother Mary was chosen by God to bear His one and only Son, Jesus Christ. Wow. Her humility, obedience, and faithfulness are exemplary qualities for all believers to learn and follow. More importantly, she is the one who triggered the ministry and the first public miracle of Jesus. For those who don't know the story, Jesus, His mother, and apostles were invited to a wedding in Cana, Galilee. Now, in that wedding, we read the story about how they ran out of wine. Those days, when you run out of wine during weddings, it brings disgrace to the host and the wedding couple's family. It was a big thing. So Mother Mary went to Jesus and told Him about the situation, and Jesus replied, "What concern is that to you and me? My hour has not come. My time has not come." But being obedient and touched by the situation and asked by His mother, Jesus made the first miracle, turning water into wine. Now, from that moment onwards, His ministry began. Remember, Jesus said He wasn't ready. It wasn't His time. So who triggered it? It was His mother, Mother Mary. Now finally, let's look at Jochebed and the Pharaoh's daughter, known as Batya. Batya means daughter of Yah, daughter of Yahweh, daughter of God. The story goes, Pharaoh had instructed the midwives to kill all Hebrew baby boys. So Jochebed, the biological mother of Moses, had the courage to go against the civil rule and hide a son. And Badja, the Pharaoh's sister, chose to hide his identity and took him in as a son. And Moses grew up as a prince. God used her to educate Moses with the best education in Egypt, which would later become so useful to write the Torah. It was always God's plan to have Moses write the first 5 books of the Bible, which is why Moses needed to be highly educated. Wow. My dear friends, I've been talking about the role of women in His kingdom. How important is women in God's plans? My dear friends, even after resurrection, Jesus didn't go to any of His apostles. He first showed Himself to Mary Magdalene. He chose the right person who will never doubt and who trusted Him fully. That's how important women are to His kingdom, in His kingdom. I can give tons of other examples of women who made history. And the fact that we are all here today is because of women. If you are a mother, sister, or daughter, daughter-in-law, or sister-in-law, or auntie, if you are a woman and watching this video, I want to encourage you to never underestimate your calling for God. You have a special purpose. You have a special calling for the Lord. And it's never too late. I want to ask you, if you had regretted about something in the past, I should have done this, my God. Oh, I have never done that. Oh, I wasn't aware. Oh, I lost that opportunity. I would like to humbly challenge you. What's stopping you now? I repeat, what's stopping you now? Remember the words of Isaiah in chapter 43, verse 18 and 19. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. Let's not give excuses, because Jesus didn't give any excuses when we call to Him. He has always been there. He is always there when we need Him. Now, age is just a number. Remember, Sarah was 90 years old before God used her. It's never too late. Let's use our talents for the Lord. And let's start now. May you find peace, joy, and freedom in Him alone. God bless you all. And if this short video had been a blessing to you, please share this with your friends and family. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. Thank you so much for your support. Till I see you in my next video, remember, Jesus loves you deeply, widely, and thoroughly. And I love you too.